In this video, I'll be walking you through the process of low pricing down to upscaling your price and still maintaining relevance even in the marketplace, despite the competitions you're surrounded with. Now, a lot of people are struggling to upscale their pricing because they are scared of private clients coming to buy from them. Now, I'll be showing you how to increase your price of your products or your services, and that way upscaling your profits in the market. Now, the first thing you need to know if you're struggling with this problem, pricing. People are pricing you low, people are pricing your product low, even when you know your product is the best, even when you know you're giving them quality, but they are still pricing you low and you don't know what to do. Now, the first thing you need to understand is there are something you are not doing right. And if you start applying these things, you'll be shocked at the results you would get. This has been tested, and the result I have gotten from this idea is mind blowing. I've given this hack to several organizations that have gone for marketing trainings and business trainings and coachings, and the result is massive. The first thing you need to understand is how the market works. Bulk of the money, which is 60% of the pricing, goes to the feeling a client gets from buying your product. Everybody wants to get that feeling of luxury. So if your products or your brand or your packaging or the art of selling cannot give a client that luxury feeling, then they are going to price you low. So no matter how you increase your price, if you cannot serve them with this feeling, your products or your packaging, however it is the packaging process, whatever product processes you are using, if you cannot give them the feeling of luxury, your client will price you low. So literally 60% of the money that they are paying goes to luxury. So you're literally selling luxury. First, you're selling feelings. You're selling luxury. You're selling feelings. You're selling prestige. That's the first thing you are selling. That's what the clients want to see. All of this falls under packaging. So a client wants to have that feeling, that sense of belongingness, that they can call their friends and say, oh, I'm using this product right now. I'm driving this car brand name. Probably I'm living in this estate and all that. Those are feelings they are after. They want to feel that sense of belongingness. They want to feel special. They want to feel heard. They want to feel seen. They want to have that feeling that, oh, my money can afford this. They want their standard of living to be more heightened and envied by people. That's the psychology of how human beings think. So you need to understand that that is what you are selling first. So every product you're selling needs to feed that tank of luxury. So if you cannot feed that tank of luxury, your product will be priced low, and they might end up not even buying it at all. So sell luxury, sell feelings first. That's the first thing you need to do, and it has the highest amount of percentage. It covers 60% of the amount a client is willing to pay for your product or your service. The remaining 30% goes to the value of the product itself. Then the 10% goes to your gain. So literally you are selling feelings, you're selling luxury, you're selling prestige to your clients. If you can channel your energy, your planning, your strategy into these areas, you'll be amazed by the results you will get. They will be the one to not want to price you low. They will be the one to. So no matter how you increase your price, they are willing to buy. There are some products right now that they don't do massive advertising. They don't do massive advertising. But trust me, people are rushing to buy their product. If they are launching a product right now, the next day somebody's buying, somebody's ordering right from the factory and all that. Not because the products are good or better than others in the market, but because the product comes with prestige, comes with luxury, that feeling of I am using a particular product or I am patronizing a particular set of services. That is what every human wants. That's what psychologically, that's what a human being is. So you're literally selling feelings. You're literally selling prestige. So if you can understand this, you will 10x your price. The second problem that is making them price you low is you've not understand the skill of negotiation. So negotiation is a skill, and this is one thing that has robbed a lot of people. You don't need to go to a conventional university to learn it. It's a skill, so you need to develop it, you need to grow it, you need to start making use of that skill. Negotiation indeed can place you in rooms where you're not meant to be. Negotiation can give you leverage. So it's negotiation is a leverage that you have over others. So if you have the negotiating skill, then the pricing of your product or services will skyrocket. So learn to master the art of negotiation. Negotiation is a skill. So go and learn how to negotiate. So you negotiate. So when you see people pricing you low, just so that your negotiating skill, your negotiation skills is literally weak. So go and strengthen it, go and build on it, go and do research on it, learn how to negotiate the right way so you can have a win-win situation. Now, there's one I want to add, and it's very important. I was having a business. I was having a business masterclass with someone, and I noticed he has very good products, doing well amazingly. But trust me, but he was lacking one thing. That's confidence. You need to build confidence on your product. A lot of business people don't build confidence, and one of the reasons they find it difficult to have more confidence is they are placed in a competitive market, and that can scare them. So they feel, am I going to make sales? Am I really going to make sales? That alone scares them. And let me tell you, if that's your problem, every individual, every businessman has his own audience. Every individual, every businessman has his own audience. They can be in the same space, but trust me, everybody has his own audience, his own client, his own customers. So there are people that will still come to you. There are people that will still come to you, despite the fact that you have people that are doing the same line of business all around you. They will still come to you, they will still prefer coming to you. So if that's your fear, you need to yank it off and then get back to business. Everybody has his clients. So instead of allowing your clients to go to other clients, to go to other people, you need to build confidence, you need to build resilience. Believe in your product, believe that your product has what it takes to change their lives, and let them see reasons with you. Let them see reasons with you. You need to understand that. Bring confidence from your product, confidence from the value you are giving. People want to see value first before they buy your products. People want to see the gain in it. In my previous video, I talked about the three human being characters where people can use to penetrate and get wealth from. And you need to watch that video. One of them is selfishness. Man is naturally selfish. So everybody wants something that they want to benefit from first. So if I'm pitching a business idea to you, the first thing that comes to mind is, what will I gain? How much is my gain? And all that. It cuts across even in families, in churches, everywhere. Everybody looks at their personal selfish. Everybody looks at their personal gain. So man is naturally selfish. So to get your funding, to get your money from the pocket of your client, you need to ensure you give value. So going into business is not to turn the table around and look at profit making. It's to give value first. So if you can give value, they are willing to commit any amount of money just to get that value and to stay afloat. So learn to push value, give value, sell value. Let them get value for their money. So amplify the value of the product or the service. Thereby, you will upscale your price. So whatever you're doing, if you're the manufacturer yourself, see how you can keep adding value from customer feedback and all that. From customer feedback, you'll be able to know which area of need that you need to fill in. With that idea, you'll be able to increase your value and your relevance for your product you're selling. So of course, a product is meant to solve a problem. It takes value to solve a problem. So once you solve a problem, then you are doing business. With these few tips, trust me, you'll be able to upscale your pricing. This concept is my intellectual property that I'm putting out there for you to upscale your pricing from point A to point B. If you try this, you'll be shocked at the sales you will make in your product. People can be selling same products, but their pricings are different. And you're wondering, what are they using? These are the things they are using: the power of negotiation, the power of understanding the actual means of selling, the act of selling itself, and then of course increasing your value. You're a business owner, you're a startup, you're a intending business owner, you want to go into business, you can use this knowledge to increase your pricing so that your cost price will not be higher than your selling price. If you do this, you'll be shocked at the result you will get. Thank you.